Why is it when you awaken to the twin flame journey that we sometimes experience relationships no longer resonating or even relationships falling away from our reality completely? Welcome back. I'm Breann, Master Certified Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. This is a very common question that I've seen all over the place, and really just twin flames being concerned about relationships that maybe it's been a support system and that support system has started to fall away or has fallen away, or maybe there's been friends or relationships that you just feel like you no longer resonate with. Why does that happen? And sometimes it can feel quite scary because you're like, oh my God, am I going to be left alone? Like, what is this? And why does everyone seem to be going in a different direction? Well, there's a perfectly good reason and explanation for that. And this video is to provide clarity and some guidance and just to assure your heart that everything is okay in that. So you got to understand that we are vibrational beings first. And that means like attracts like. Whatever vibration you're at is what you are going to naturally attract. And the key word here is awakening. So when you have your awakening, let's say it's for your twin flame journey, which is why you're watching this video, you are awakening from that which is not real into what is real. And because twin flames are still very new, they're not new, but in terms of people awakening to the fact that they have a twin flame, still kind of new, not everyone is aware or awake yet. It can feel like maybe you're going crazy, like you're having this spiritual awakening, and there might be some confusion on, well, wait, I thought I was awake. Isn't that real? But it's ego death. And so you are awakening to everything that you thought was real. You're realizing that it was not real. Okay? And those around you that still very much believe those things around them, and we're talking about just patterns, things that are not of love, those around you that still very much believe in those things and do not resonate with what it is that you're going through or your experience, there's going to be a dissonance in that. And because the twin flame journey is one of self-love and self-discovery, as you begin to navigate your journey and you become aware, you further deepen into your awakening, you're going to start making new choices for yourself. So let's say if you've been making a choice all along before your awakening of not loving yourself or not respecting, not honoring yourself, maybe a people pleaser, well, many of your relationships were probably a vibrational alignment of that, meaning that if you're not respecting yourself, you're going to attract relationships that don't respect you. If you are a people pleaser, you're going to attract relationships where you can feed that pattern of people pleasing. When you move into your awakening and you actually realize that's not loving of myself, my twin flame, my union, or another, that people pleasing pattern, you're going to say no to that because you're awake that that's not divine, that's not loving. And as you say no to that pattern, if this other person, this vibrational being, if they are still saying yes to that people-pleasing pattern, you can see how you naturally repel one another. And this is just an example. And your new choice of, I choose to honor and respect myself and be authentic, you are going to vibrate into alignment with others that are also choosing to respect themselves and they're choosing to honor themselves. And then there's harmony in that relationship. Whereas the other person, maybe the person that you transcended from your reality, the relationship, they are going to continue on with that people pleasing or wanting to be the receiver end of that people pleasing. They're going to continue on, making new friendships or relationships in their reality. And so there's no love lost in this, okay? And also too, it's important to know this journey as well is all about radical non-attachment. And what do I mean by radical non-attachment? The only phase that's not going to change on your journey is your twin flame space. And what I mean by that is that only your twin flame was created and designed to be with you for eternity. And that means that every other person that comes in and out of your life, they're there for a reason and a purpose. And now some people, some relationships that come into your life, if you are always vibrating in alignment with one another, and there's oftentimes purpose in that, like life purpose, those relationships can go on for many, many, many lifetimes, or many years, or maybe just months, until you might go on different paths. Whereas your twin flame, they're with you eternally. They do not leave your side because you're one. If anything, the more that you heal and the deeper that you go into your self-love, the deeper you go with your twin flame. And you can look at it as like this, like let's say your journey's a love story. It's your own personal love story. And yeah, we know there's challenges, there's lessons in that love story, but they all are conquered and they're all moved through. And as you move through your challenges and your lessons, there's going to be faces in that, right? Sometimes there will be a person in your reality. And remember, your twin flame is your perfect mirror, but your entire reality is also your mirror. And you will attract experiences with others to move through lessons or challenges in addition to your twin flame. Twin flame's perfect mirror, okay? But you can experience other people coming in and out of your life because once again, until we're in perfect union with God's self and twin flame, there's going to be patterns, wounds, upsets that, is going to need to be healed through. And yes, your twin flame is going to reflect a lot of that back to you, but it still can come in the form of other relationships. It can be family members, it can be friendships, it can be coworkers. And so you're going to find that in your love story, some of these faces may stick around for the entire love story, while some of these faces may just hang out for a chapter, or they might just be around for a paragraph in your love story. And they're just there to simply show you something. They're there to serve a purpose, and you for them as well. Everyone is vibrating in alignment in some form or fashion, and we're all showing each other something. And this is the ascension. This is the awakening and the ascension of, self and the planet. Okay, so I don't want to go too far off into this, but this is why you will find that some relationships will go deeper with you as you're navigating your healing journey, while others will fall away. And when others fall away, that can feel scary. You might even go through a process of grieving that relationship, but that's just an opportunity for you to love yourself and realize that you're experiencing maybe losing an aspect of yourself that you were attached to, and that person was simply mirroring that to you. And as you love yourself there, you find that there's a new beginning. There's more you to uncover. There's more you to discover. And once again, your twin flame meets you in that deeper place of self-discovery. They meet you deeper in that place of self-love. And this journey is all about union with God, self, twin flame, and then everyone else. That is the proper order because it's God that created your union. So the whole message here is that it's safe. It's safe for relationships to come in and out of your reality and remaining completely unattached to that. And that's what I was saying about radical non-attachment and knowing that there's no love lost ever. The love that you have in a relationship, that love is eternal and it never goes away. Let's say you had a beautiful friendship with someone for as long as you can remember. Maybe you were childhood buddies, and let's say you're in your, this is just an example, okay? Let's say you're in your 30s and you're awake to your twin flame journey, and you're finding that this childhood friend is slowly drifting away from your reality. That love that was shared between the two of you, it will always be there. It will always be eternal. It will never go away. It's just that that love is now transcending into something new. And your friend, they are creating in their reality just as you are creating in your reality. And they will go on to create more beautiful and divine things for themselves, just as you will too. And this can even happen with family. Let's say if there's toxic patterns in your family that you grew up in, and you are awake to your twin flame journey or your spiritual journey, and you are healing your childhood wounds and traumas and things like that, but you find that your parents are not, or not your parents, but any of your family members are not meeting you in that newness of that place of healing, well, there's naturally going to be a dissonance in that relationship. And that's totally appropriate, because they're choosing one thing while you are choosing another. And there's no bad, there's no right or wrong in that. It's just, once again, vibrational alignment. And so you will find that you might experience kind of just a dissonance, where you're moving forward in one way and you find that they're moving forward in another way. Once again, no love lost. That love in the relationship, it remains eternally, okay? So I really want you to understand that even if relationships transcend and they change and they shift, the love that was shared, it remains eternally, okay? And your twin flame is the only face that will remain the same and with you, because they're the only one that makes the exact same choice as you. So as you go deeper into yourself, they naturally go with you because they're making that same choice. All other relationships have free will, and they will choose because they have their own twin flame, they have their own journey, and they do not choose exactly the same as you. But those that are choosing to heal and are choosing to walk a similar path as you, you're going to find that you naturally vibrate into harmony with one another. And those are your divine friendships and your divine relationships. And those are the ones that really are going to support you in moving forward on your journey. And you will also support them. All right. So there's never any love lost. And we're just vibrational beings navigating our journeys and our ascension. And the one relationship that you're always having, it's just one relationship, manifested in many different ways, is your relationship with God. All right, and that filters down to God with self, and then God and self with twin flame, and then everything else. So I hope that this video clarifies on relationships and remaining radically non-attached to that movement of people coming in and out of your life as you move through your journey. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.